and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sabrina. I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, you know how we get down on this channel. This is the channel where we keep it real, honest, and blunt. We don't filter. We try to have fun. We be ourselves, and you get the messages out there, right? So today's video is basically about, you guys know I got promoted about a month ago with my new job or whatever, with my same job, but just a new title or whatever. So I want to talk about a situation that happened. I was contemplating on whether I wanted to talk about it, but I want to talk about it because, again, there's always somebody out there who could use the message. You know what I'm saying? So today is actually Sunday, September 19th. I'm off every weekend from work. I'm sorry if my angle and stuff look a little crazy because the simple fact is that I don't have a ring light right now. I had 2 ring lights and they both were cheap and they both broke. So right now I'm in the process of getting equipment and all that stuff for YouTube. You know, you guys know I had got my MacBook Air. I'm actually about to get another MacBook, which is the new one that came out. There's a new one, a new MacBook, because I got the miniature one. The 13.3 inches, I got this one. So I'm gonna give my mom this one, and I'm gonna get the bigger one because I want a desktop. So I just bought this. This is 2021. I just bought the MacBook Air. I haven't had it even no more than like 6 months, maybe. Not even 6 months. I think I got this shit in like May or March. I don't know when I got this laptop. I gotta look back and see when I got it. It hasn't been a year yet. But long story short, this video was basically about my new job promotion and my title or whatever. So I wanted to get this story out there. You know, I want this channel to go as far as possible. You know, I thank you guys for those who do support me. And for the upcoming supporters, I really hope that you guys really listen to the message. I always tell you, if you can't relate, still share it along. It's always somebody who can use the message. You know, even if you don't like the video, you don't like nothing about this video, still try to pass it along. Just spread the positivity along the way because it's always somebody who can use this message, okay? So I got to my new job in Brooklyn. You guys, as you guys know, I worked in the Bronx, right? So when I was in the Bronx, I trained for like a good 3 or 4 weeks, and then they put me on by myself for like 2 weeks, and I was good. I didn't have no issues. The manager didn't have no issues. I was good with the job. Now let's skip me on down the line to Brooklyn. I get to Brooklyn. I'm a little nervous because, again, it's a new agency. I have to get to know everybody. I have to get to know all the coworkers, supervisors, whoever. So I get there. The manager comes in. She's like, oh, I knew you were starting today, but I didn't have time to, you know, sit down and talk to you or whatever. And still haven't had time to sit down and talk to me, but we're going to get into this anyway. So I've been there for about 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe I've been there or whatever. So long story short, the first week I got there, I was shifting all around the place because they didn't know where to sit me. So I felt like you knew I was coming. You should have had a desk and all that stuff ready for me to start working or whatever. So one day I'm at this person's desk, one day I'm at this person's desk, and I'm just uncomfortable. When I come to a job, I like to know where I'm going, how I'm going, and you know, what's going on around me. I don't like to one day sit at this person's desk, the next day I'm at this person's desk, then 2 weeks later I'm at this person's desk. Just sit me somewhere where I could be comfortable. I know every day this is where I report to. I don't have to keep running around the office like a hamster with my head chopped off trying to figure out where I'm going to sit next. And that's how it was for the first week. Every day I come in, I have to ask somebody, where am I sitting? Nobody know where I'm going to sit for the day. That's uncomfortable. So that was one thing that didn't sit right with me. 2, when I got there, after they finally set me up or whatever, I was on the 4th floor. So I felt like with this job, I'm still learning everything. Now, my job is a home care agency. I was a home care worker for my job for 7 years. And then they finally offered me a position to work in the office to do like what the coordinators do or whatever like that, like upper management, that type of stuff. So I finally got the position to be an enrollment specialist with my job, right? So I felt like this promotion was well overdue. It felt like something that was, you know, it was, you know, an honor to have. So I took the job. Now, I knew with the job it was going to become a lot of responsibility or whatever. But again, I'm still new. So when I got there, I got on the HHA exchange, whatever you want to call it. And, you know, I know my shit. And I know my shit because when I was in the Bronx, I was helping the ladies in CDPAP. CDPAP is basically a program that you work for your family and friends. Like, you can choose who work for you. It's home care service still, but you're not like a HHA or like a PCA. You're like a PA, which is a personal assistant to your mom, your dad, or your sister, your brother. And you get paid to take care of your friends and family. So I'm basically the person who brings in people, like hire them, fire them, whatever you want to call it. So when I got there, what I'm trying to say, because I'm not trying to make this video no more than like 12 minutes. So let me get my thoughts together. So basically, long story short, from the moment I sat down and I was working or whatever, I felt like the manager was always picking at me. Every day she was calling my extension like, oh, you're not putting no notes in. Oh, you're not doing this. So one day I forgot to put a note in. And it's not even that I forgot to put a note in. What happened was I put the note in. I just put it on the wrong side of the patient's profile. Meaning there's a referral side and there's an active side to the patient's profile. I think I put it on the referral side by accident. And the active side had no note. So when she seen that, she was like, oh, this is the issue. You didn't put a note in. This is unacceptable. This cannot happen. Like she was going in like it was the end of the fucking world, y'all. Like she was like, this is unacceptable. Like this cannot happen. Like don't forget to put the note. Like strictly yelling at me like I'm a fucking child. Yelling at me, bro. Yelling. And then she yelling so loud that everybody outside is looking inside the office, but she called me into, and they looking at me and I'm embarrassed. Like, come on, keep your voice down. Just tell me what I'm doing wrong and call it a day. You ain't gotta like be so, antagonizing like that. I just feel like it's messed up. Like, come on. So I'm sorry because I'm getting like upset about this because I feel like I'm trying not to let it get to me, but it still got to me a little bit or whatever. So basically, I put the note on the referral side. She's like, oh, why would you put the note on the referral side? Because nobody's going to look on that side. They look on the active side. Again, still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still new. It was a how would I say it? It was an innocent mistake. It wasn't nothing. It wasn't because I didn't put a note in. It was just because it was the wrong side of the profile. So that was like the second or third day I started. Then the fourth day, she called me again. Oh, why are you sending these emails out like this? She asked me to basically call somebody to get authorization for a client so they could resume their services. So I did that. I called their health insurance, whoever they had, requested the off. And then when you do that, you speak to whoever you speak to on their end of the line. They tell you, all right, we're going to send a communication over. You're going to receive off next week. You send an email out. You CC her in the email, which is the manager, the branch manager, everything. She's like, and she's the one who told me to follow up with the case. So I followed up with it and I took the proper precautions. I sent the email. She's like, oh, were you the one who sent the email for this client? I said, yeah, I did. Why? She's like, oh, you requested authorization. I didn't tell you to request authorization. Bro, the email clearly stated request authorization. Sabrina, follow up with these people and request off. That's exactly what that email said. And I followed everything that was in that email. And I don't know if sometimes she be forgetting, like she tell you to do something and then she forget, but I don't know what the issue was. So I even had to show her the email and she was like, okay, yeah, that did say request off. So I'm saying, you yelling at me for something that you forgot you told me to do? Like, this is crazy. And then what happened was I was getting so overwhelmed because I feel like every day from the moment I start, this lady's been telling me what I've been doing wrong, or I'm not following up, or I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. So she gave me a task. The task was basically call all the PAs and the ones who are inactive, the ones who aren't working. And she finally explained it to me Friday. I admit I forgot what she told me to do. So I thought I had an understanding of what she told me to do. I thought she said to call all the PAs and tell them that if they don't come in for their health assessment, they will be placed inactive, but that wasn't the case. What she wanted me to do was she told me the PAs who weren't working within the last 3 months, put email basically stating place these PAs inactive, and if they want to work again, they can come in to work again with us and whatever, and they have to just go through a process and whatever to work with us. So I basically misunderstood the situation. So I understand why she called me in the office for that. And she was just like, I just felt like every little thing I was doing wrong there. When I was in the Bronx, I was thriving there. Like, I didn't have no issues. Everybody was like, wow, like you're doing so good. Everything's so well. And when I get to Brooklyn, it was like I was failing there rather versus in the Bronx, I was doing well. So I felt uncomfortable. So I emailed my manager in the Bronx, was like, please, like, I don't think this is going to work because I feel like I'm being watched here. Like, every little thing she's picking on me for, like, I'm still new, I'm still learning. I started to cry. My manager was like, why are you crying? I was like, she was like, oh my God, like, what's wrong? She was like, all right, I'm gonna speak to whoever. So I sent the email to my colleagues in the Bronx, like, I really miss y'all over there. Like, I was like, can y'all be honest with me? When I was there, was I doing the job that I was doing correctly, or was y'all just saying I was doing it correctly just to, sugarcoat or whatever? They was like, nah, you was doing the job right. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, so what am I doing doing wrong here? Like, you know, it just felt like everything, it just felt like I wasn't good enough for this manager for some reason. I don't know what the issue was. Basically, this video is basically just a reminder, and ever since those days, like, I messed up. I came in on Friday, this Friday that just passed, which was today is the 19th, so that was the 17th, right? The 17th, when I came into the office, she basically was like, oh, you sent the email over to the Bronx team, basically telling them I'm a bad manager. And I told her to the face, I didn't tell you was a bad manager. What I told my colleagues was that I missed them and I felt uncomfortable around you. That's what I said. And I have a right to speak my mind, and I have a right to talk to who I want to talk to. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not going to tell me I can't vent and tell somebody that I feel uncomfortable. If I feel uncomfortable, then I feel uncomfortable, period. So I said, let me get up. I said, can I speak to you for a second? Talking to the manager now. So I get to her office. I said, I need to talk to you one-on-one, personally. She brings another lady into the room, which is so-called her road dog man, who's like another manager. And I'm saying to myself, why is she in here? I asked to speak to you. I didn't ask to speak to you and her. She's like, oh, whenever I have a meeting, she has to be present and blah, blah, blah. What? If somebody's coming to you with a personal matter and they want to speak to you, you telling me you got to have a third man wheel in the car with you? And I'm like, in the car with you? In the office with you? I was like, nah, I don't want her in my business. And then you don't know if she's going back out telling my business to somebody else in the office. No, I came to you directly to speak to you one-on-one. So I had an issue with that. So she's like, that's not how we do things in Brooklyn. But in the Bronx, whenever I had an issue, I will always go to my manager, and my manager will always pull me to the side, and me and her will talk one-on-one, versus me and her and 3 other people in the room. So I felt kind of like weird with that. So Friday when I came in also, she was like, oh, don't touch nothing. You're going to sit here and you're going to observe. You're not going to put no emails through. You're not going to touch no notes. You're not going to do nothing. Just sit and observe. So basically it's like, because I forgot to put notes like 1 or 2 times, I'm being penalized and I have to sit down like I'm a fucking child. This video is basically a reminder, y'all. I'm telling you, I'm so sick of working for people. When I tell you, I'm honored to have this job, and it's not even to sound ungrateful, because I know it's people out there who aren't working and who don't have jobs. And you know, my job is hiring. If you're in the New York City area, and you know, I'm still gonna bring people to the agency, because that's just how I am, just to keep the agency up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not everybody in the agency. It's just this manager in particular. I just don't care for her. I don't at all. And I'm a friendly person, and even the ladies at the job where I'm starting now, they was like, what's wrong? Like, you so smiley and happy all the time. The Bronx, they love me over there. That's my family. That's my first family. It's always gonna be my first family. I love that branch the best. Brooklyn, I love them too, but at the same time, I don't like the manager too tough or whatever. So my best friend and my boyfriend was like, it's not really worth it. Like, just go into work, do what you gotta do. Like, don't let her get to you. Like, you there for 8 hours and just make your money and go home. So after having both of them talk to me, like, I called my best friend first. Like, I always call her when I got something to talk about. So I always call her, I love you, D. You know I do. Like, we've been through a lot, but I love you, girl. But we basically like talked it through, and I was just like, it's not worth it. Like, I'm just gonna do what you tell me to do and go home, and I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it, because you know what, I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. I'm here to do a job, and I'm here to go home. Whatever you need me to do between the hours of 8 a.m. between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. I do it without a frown on my face. I'm gonna do it. You want to yell at me? Yell at me. This your branch, you do that. But it's become a level of disrespect too. If I feel like I'm being disrespected, I'm going to speak on it. I'm not going to hold that back, right? So basically, she told me, don't touch nothing. You know how embarrassing that is? She was like, oh, you're going to sit here and you're going to train with this girl. She basically another girl in CDPAP. She's a wonderful girl. It's like 3 ladies in CDPAP. They're so wonderful in Brooklyn. Like, they're really, really nice ladies. So when I sat with her, she was like, why she making you sit with me? Like, you know your shit. I hear you on the phone. You good. I was like, girl, I don't even know. Like, if the manager feel like she want me to sit here and not work all day for 8 hours, who am I to complain? My check still gonna look the same. Let me tell you something. I'm still gonna get paid. So if you rather me sit here and be like this all day at a screen, I'm not complaining. Bye. I'm gonna order me some breakfast and lunch and I'm gonna chill. What you mean? Like, I'm not gonna argue with you on whether you want me to log onto the system because I made a mistake with a note. Like, come on, it's crazy. You act like I penalized the whole system or something. Think about how many employees you have that messed up and they trying to learn from it. Then she gonna tell me you don't know how to take constructive criticism. Excuse me? I've been criticized my whole life, whether it be on my weight, my height, my weight. You know, my weight is the main part too. You know, I know how to take criticism. Trust me, I do. I always turn a bad situation into a good situation. I'm gonna tell you something. People gonna talk about you till the day you die, and there's nothing you could do about it, y'all. It's nothing you could do about it. You could be fat, tall, skinny, ugly. You be all that. I'm fat. I'm gonna always be fat. You know what I'm saying? Like my weight. I'm not saying I'm gonna always be fat. I don't like to use that terminology. I'm overweight, but just because I'm overweight, it don't define my personality and who I am. People love me because of my personality. That's how I got this job in the first place. My manager in the Bronx was like, we love your spirit. You're so nice. So we want to offer you this job or whatever. And I kid you not, y'all, I was about to quit. I promise you I was about to quit that day. I took my badge off and I was like, look, it's not worth it. I told her calmly, I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm just so sick and tired of feeling like I'm trapped, and I feel like I gotta prove myself to a supervisor and prove myself to a manager or prove myself to somebody, corporate, anybody. I'm tired of working for other people. And when I tell you, I tell this to my boyfriend all the time, baby, I love you. If you're watching, you know we always talk about this. This is why I want to pursue my video career. After hearing her yell at me the way that she did, it made me think, wow, this is something you want to do for the rest of your life. And this is something that I want to do temporarily just to pay my bills. I have goals. I ever said if I ever have children, I want them to always pursue their own dreams and going for what they want to do in life. Whether it be starting a lemonade stand business. Look, you make your own lemonade, whatever. Listen, work for yourself. That's the goal. Start working for yourself, because I'm tired of reporting to people. And I'm not saying that this don't apply to everybody, y'all. I promise you, I'm not complaining, because like I said, it's some people out there who don't work. If you're in the New York City area and you really are looking for a job, my job is always hiring for PCAs, like HHAs and stuff like that. And we're actually hiring for like enrollment specialists and all that stuff. So if you need a job, like definitely DM me like on YouTube or whatever if you're in the New York City area, and I will send you the information like for a job if you're really looking for a job. I'll try my best to hook you up with a nice job or whatever. Like, and I'm still, you know, bringing people to the agency. So this manager, like I said, I don't care for her too tough, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't care. I just feel like, you know, I'm here to make my money and go home. I feel like for her, I felt like she was picking on me. And it kind of felt embarrassing when I came in and she was like, don't touch nothing. You're just going to sit here and observe. Like, I'm a freaking kid. Like, I'm being penalized for not putting a note in the system. And everybody at the job was like, why are you sitting here? Like, she not letting you work because you didn't put a note in? Everybody was confused. And I was confused too. Like, listen, y'all, don't even say nothing. You know how many ladies at the job was like, do you want me to go talk to her for you? I was like, nah, this ain't high school. I'm not about to have the manager talk to me and then I'm going to send you downstairs and be like, why you not letting Sabrina work on the system? If she don't want me to work, you know what? That's her choice. That's her choice, not mine. I'm not going to let somebody make me feel like I'm incapable of a job because I forgot to calmly put a note in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like I want to become so successful. I really want to be like a motivational speaker. Not really a motivational speaker. I just want to share my stories. This is why this channel is not filtered, y'all. I feel like the best way you can be in life is unfiltered. And I think that's how people love me so much, because I'm really not the type of person to impress people. I feel like if you can't get down with me how I am, you're never going to get down with me at all. Because it's like, I shouldn't have to have flashy things for me to feel like I fit in somewhere. And that's what this video was about with this job. You know, if you are a person dealing with a situation where you want to go with how would I put it? You have dreams, you want to go for your dreams, follow your dreams. YouTube is something I always wanted to do. I promise you. You can ask my mom, my family, everything. I always talked about having a YouTube channel. And finally, last year, I made a decision to do it. And I'm very proud of the knowledge that I've gained from YouTube, like things that I've learned about video content, and I'm still learning. Like I said, it's been a year in and I'm still learning. But you know what? I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna make this platform known by so many people, and I hope you guys really share these messages along. This situation for me personally, I didn't care for it. I never felt so disrespected at a job in my life. I never felt so embarrassed at a job in my life. And when I tell you I was about to throw my badge down, I was about to throw my badge down. I'm gonna tell you something. Here's my badge right here. I've been with my agency. This was one of my first badges when I first started work with my agency. I was a PCA. I was a PCA with my job, right? And then I was office support with my job. Office support is basically like somebody who go around the job making sure everything is good. I did that for a while. And then finally, I'm enrollment specialist, CDPAT, where I was telling you guys about enrollment specialist. So I gave her my badge. I was like, you know what? You could take it. Like, I'm sick of it. Like, I'm sick of people feeling like they better than me. And even you can act like you better than me. It don't matter. Listen, you may live better than me. You may have a better job than me, but it don't make you a better person than me. You may have a better role. You may get more money, but it don't make you a better person than me because you live better than me or you feel you got more control than me. Like, it don't bother me. This was just a reminder for me to go into business for myself. And my boyfriend, he been telling me this for the longest. Like, you have so much going for you. Like, you don't let this lady get to you. Like, I said, babe, can you really give me some constructive criticism right now? Do you think I really should let this get to me or really just focus on my video career? He knows I love doing videos. And he talks about being my camera person all the time. So I want to get me like a nice camera and really nice like things so I could really start making professional videos for you guys. Not filterized videos, meaning like, and when I say filter, I mean like glamorous all the time. You gonna have videos that look good and then you gonna have videos that look bad. The whole point of this is to get the message out there. And I think I had a hard time realizing that because I see a lot of people on this platform of YouTube. They always so glamorous. It's no need for it. Be yourself. You don't have to pretend for the camera. I'm telling you, this is everyday life. This is a regular Sunday morning for me right now. Like, I got bonnets on and everything. You guys see my real hair, all of that. Like, listen, I just want to get the message out there. So this message is, if you have a dream, you go for it. And I say that at the end of every video. If you have a dream, you go for it. Never let anybody tell you cannot do something in life, y'all. Please focus on your passion. I don't care if it take you 10 to 20 years to get to where you need to be. You get to where you need to be by God's grace. Every day I pray for Crime Warrior Diaries. I do. I pray for the strength to keep making videos. I pray for the strength to keep pushing videos out. Even if it's 10 views, even if it's 20 views, it's a view. And it's somebody watching it. It's somebody sitting there taking time out of their day to watch me record, and it's something that means a lot to me because I don't care if it's 5 views. Wow, 5 people view my video. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So somebody seen the message, somebody heard it. So, you know, I never give up on something I want to do. You know, I just want to get better at what I do. And, you know, now that I work, because when I started YouTube, I was off work. So it's like now I have to be more, you know, considerate of my work schedule and everything. So it's kind of hard to push out content during the week because I work 9 to 5 every day. And then when I get home, I have to prepare myself for work the next day. It's really enough time to sit and record and edit and do all that stuff. And I really don't do much editing to my videos. Like, I love stickies and stuff that go, you know, the little subscribe button thingies that go like in the videos and stuff. I love putting that. That's not really filtered to me. Like when you put like a little smiley face right here, or you be like, all right, like I'm gonna show you something, and a little bird or something pop up in the corner or something. I like stuff like that, like effects. I love the effects of the videos. I want to start getting better with that. But when I say filter, I mean I'm not doing a whole bunch of getting dressed and getting, you know, you won't take me as I am or have nothing at all. I just hope this message was something important to you guys, to just go for your own dreams. For those who do have jobs, you know, like I said, I don't judge nobody. If you want to work a job for a manager for the rest of your life, by all means, to each his own. But this is just for me personally. It was a real wake-up call. I really have to do what I have to do to go into business for myself. And video content is really what I want to do. Like, I just want to speak and talk and, you know, give life lessons. And, you know, I hope to pass it down one day, like when I have kids. And, you know, I talk about it all the time to my family and my best friend and my man. Like, I talk about it all the time. Like, I really just want to have a video career. Like, professional videos where I talk. I sit like this and I talk. I know my background and stuff isn't the best, but I have to work with what I have right now. So I hope you guys enjoy. Stay true to yourself. I'll see you guys in my next video. Always stay true to yourself, y'all. Never change for nobody. Never let people change you. Don't matter what you do in this life. Don't let people change you. I'm sorry this video is so long, but the message was pure. It was from my heart. I hope I explained my situation as thoroughly as I could. I'm trying to see if I left out anything, but it don't matter. You guys always know I'll catch up in the next video. So Stay true to yourself, y'all. I guess I'm gonna lay back down now. It's only like 10 o'clock in the morning, I think. No, it's 9:55 still. I got up so early this morning. I was up like a crackhead this morning. I was up on the MacBook and all of that. So I'm just gonna, take it easy, enjoy my day, go in tomorrow. Because Friday, it happened when she told me don't touch nothing, don't do nothing. So let's see how tomorrow go, Monday when I get into work. And you guys know I'm gonna update you on that too. Lifestyle, skincare, relationships is what we talk about, y'all. Peace.